Dr. Fideo is here, Miss Tibbs. Thanks, Mandy. Would you ask him to come straight in, please? Good morning, Dr. Fideo. Please have a seat. Now, I believe you wanted to talk to me about a business loan.
Yes, I'd like to borrow £30,000 to build a decontamination room.
Right. What exactly is a decontamination room?
Well, it's a separate room where all the dirty instruments are cleaned, put through a washer and then autoclaved ready for reuse.
OK, perhaps you could run some figures by me to show how this is going to increase your turnover and profit.
Oh, it won't do that. Quite the opposite. I'll even have to take on an extra member of staff to run it.
Sorry, you're going to have to help me out here. What you're saying is you want to borrow £30,000 to install a facility that will result in your business being less profitable?
Yep, that's about the size of it.
Now, this may come as a surprise to you, Dr. Fideo, but generally speaking, when people approach the bank for a business loan, they tend to come prepared with a breakdown of how this is going to allow the business to expand.
Hello, Rufus. How did you get on with the bank manager?
Well, I got the loan eventually, but it took some doing. A bit like trying to convince someone that hammering a nail through your foot was a good idea. I started to justify it on the grounds of improving patient safety, and then she asked what evidence there was to support that.
Oops, that was a tricky one.
Exactly. Same as with all the other HTM 0105 bullshit. There isn't any evidence. I saw one of the nurses in the sterilising room the other day. Then, when I came back, she was still just standing there. I asked her what she was doing, and she said she was watching the autoclave. I know the job can be stressful, but I thought, it's finally got to her. I asked her why, and she said she had to watch the cycle and make a note of the temperature and times. I said, for heaven's sake, just give me the printouts and I'll write them up in the book.
I think it's part of CQC compliance, Rufus. They need to observe a cycle each day.
Then the CQC rules must be dreamt up by a load of fucking idiots. Don't they know autoclaves have a computer chip which controls the cycle? The display tells you what's happening and the printout is a record of what's happened. How do they think the two of them could be different? Do they think one of the elves is inside typing the printout and making it all up? Speaking to the practice manager the other day, she was telling me she was having a hard time persuading some of the nurses they couldn't wear nail varnish. I said I can see their point. I mean, how can it matter if they're wearing gloves all the time?
She's just trying to follow the CQC guidelines, Rufus.
Next thing, the CQC will be issuing guidelines on whether or not the nurses should wear knickers under their scrubs.
Do our nurses wear knickers under their scrubs, Rufus?
Do you know, Charlie? I don't know, and I'm not prepared to ask. Hello, Millie. Watch anything good on the autoclave last night?